A first in the second Trump presidency. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News. A meeting of his cabinet, new department heads in his administration, and President Trump says,
unlike Biden, I'll preside over my own cabinet meeting.
Now, likely a reference to Joe Biden's wife doing most of the talking at Biden's last cabinet meeting in September.
And Fox's Lucas Tomlinson also reports Elon Musk will be there to talk about Doge, though he's not leading it officially.
The acting administrator of Musk's Department of Government Efficiency is none other than Amy Gleason. The 53-year-old worked in Trump's first term and comes from Nashville, where she worked in the healthcare.
Now, yesterday, 21 civil service employees brought in to work for Doge resigned, joining Democrats and other critics claiming the agency's illegitimate. Friday, President Trump might host Ukraine's leader at the White House, days after he called Volodymyr Zelensky a dictator who shouldn't have let Russia invade. As the president tries to negotiate an end to the war in talks with Russia, he's also working out a deal with Ukraine. He hopes to sign Friday that would allow the U.S. to share the profits from Ukraine's rare earth minerals to recoup the cost of American military aid.
What we're doing is now we're saying, look, we want to be secured. We want to get that money back. We're helping a country through a very, very big problem.
Now to Israel. The funeral for Shiri Bibas as people line the streets to pay respects to the mother taken hostage by Hamas in the 2023 terror attack, along with the two young kids. All of them died in captivity. Their bodies released last week. In Congress, the House advanced the Trump agenda last night, approving a budget resolution that's a framework for legislation to work out with the Senate.
With hundreds of billions of dollars for border and national security, $4.5 trillion in tax cuts, and $2 trillion in spending cuts. Ohio Congressman Warren Davidson was a no up until he got assurances for additional spending cuts. Democrats siding with Republican Thomas Massie, the only Republican no vote who disagreed with extending the 2017 Trump tax cuts.
That's Fox's Ryan Schmelz. America's listening to Fox News.
Stay on top of the latest forecast with America's Weather Team in the palm of your hands.
Here's the latest from America's Weather Center.
It's Fox weather updates throughout your busy day, every day.
That heat's going to be out there for one more day.
Temperatures being 30 degrees above average.
Put the power of over 100 meteorologists and the worldwide resources of Fox in your hands with the Fox Weather Podcast. Precise, personal, powerful. Subscribe and listen now at foxnewspodcasts.com. Connect to Fox News Audio on the Fox News app. Listen to hear your favorite hosts like Brian Kilmeade, Jimmy Fallon, and Guy Benson standing up for what's right, live and via podcast. Just click listen, then swipe right and hear the latest news updates on your time. And scroll down to hear the latest podcasts from Fox News. And it's even easier to listen in the car with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Get programming alerts and notifications. Fox News Audio is on the Fox News app. The voices America trusts. Download it now.
Days after a shakeup at the Pentagon, with President Trump firing General C.Q. Brown, the Joint Chiefs of Staff chairman, the Army gets a new leader.
So help you God? So help me God. Congratulations, Mr. Secretary.
America has its 26th Secretary of the Army. Dan Driscoll, sworn in Tuesday afternoon by Vice President J.D. Vance. He's a 4-year Army vet who served in Iraq in 2009 and also graduated Army Ranger School.
I will honor the Army's 250th year legacy of service and sacrifice, and I will stay focused on my mission.
Driscoll was also once a key advisor for Vice President Vance, who said this of his longtime friend.
He's a man of great leadership, and I think that he will bring the Army to a place where we can be proud of it.
During his confirmation hearing, Driscoll pledged to focus on recruiting and rebuilding the defense industrial base. Kevin Uretsky, Fox News.
A military plane crashed in Sudan, going down into a neighborhood, killing at least 46 people, some of them civilians, with a number of houses damaged in the crash that also injured another 19 people. There was almost a disastrous collision between two planes in Chicago. A smaller jet crossed right in front of the Southwest flight about to land.
The NTSB and FAA are now investigating this near miss at Chicago's Midway Airport. Video shows Southwest Flight 2504 inbound from Omaha, coming in for a landing, but just before the wheels touched down, a private twin jet, FlexJet 560, is seen crossing the runway. The way Southwest puts it, the crew performed a precautionary go-around. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy tweeted, "It is imperative that the pilot follow the instructions of air traffic controllers. If they do not, their licenses will be pulled." FlexJet Company also says they are investigating.
That's Fox's Mike Tobin. On Wall Street, stock futures are rising the day after the Dow gained 159 points, but the Nasdaq went down a fourth straight session, dropping another 260 points. I'm Dave Anthony, and this is Fox News.
Local news. News Talk 107.7 and 1400. The Hub.
News is brought to you by One Bank of Tennessee, where service is second to none.
From the WHUB News Center, I'm Rafferty Cleary. Cookeville's Big Lots store will remain open. According to Putnam County Mayor Randy Porter, North Carolina-based Variety Wholesalers has acquired between 200 and 400 Big Lots locations with plans to operate them under the Big Lots name. The Cookeville location among the purchases. Porter said the Cookeville store will close in March for restocking and updating with a reopening date soon after that. The DeKalb County Commission has approved a bond resolution to fund a new 800-student pre-K through second grade school. The projected cost to build the new 124,000-square-foot facility, $53.4 million. A new bill will allow charter schools in Tennessee to bypass local school districts and go straight to the state's Public Charter School Commission for approval. The Tennessean reporting that the bill is backed by Governor Bill Lee and high-ranking state lawmakers. That's the news from WHUB. I'm Rafferty Cleary.
From the WHUB Willow Window Studios, your trusted window, garage door, and custom window treatment experts. Willow Window. Stop by their new showroom at 310 Newman Drive, Cookeville.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is radio station WHUB, the voice of the Upper Cumberland in Cookeville, Tennessee.
Good morning. Good morning, Cookeville, with Jason and Sheila on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub.
Good morning, Cookeville. Jason and Sheila here. We're live in the Willow Window Studio. It's 6:06. Today's Wednesday. It's the 26th of February. Good morning, Cookeville. Good morning, Sheila Scruggs.
Good morning, Jason Grider. It is Wednesday because I had to remind myself, so it's not really reminding y'all. It's reminding me because I'm like, is it Wednesday or Thursday?
I'm also having a hard time with the days,
yes,
Sheila.
It feels like it's been a long week and it's only Wednesday.
When I discovered yesterday was just Tuesday.
Yeah. We've had a lot going on.
I was disheartened.
Yeah, I know.
I'm like, oh, someone said, well, it's just Tuesday. I went, it's just Tuesday.
Like, what? It's supposed to be Thursday already.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought it was Thursday.
Yeah, but high today, close to 70, y'all. 70.
I know it's going to be a great day.
You know, I do love Tennessee weather.
Yeah.
Because it says stick around. It'll change if you don't like it. That's right. You can take your pick. Okay, I don't like cold. Couple of days now, 70 degrees.
And, you know, I'm kind of looking forward to today because Sheila and I, we're out and about all day doing stuff.
So if he's not sick of me doing the morning show with him, he will be by the end of the day because I'm with him all day long.
I'm looking forward to just being out in the sun and not,
it'll be a nice day.
Having to be inside doing.
I'll try to behave.
Office-y stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I won't give you too much of a hard time then. We've got 37 right now. Our guest will be Riley Sandlin. She's with Terra Skin Products, and I think she makes them herself. I know they have some tallow in some of her products, and I really like them. Then Allison Clark, she's the assistant coach with Tennessee Tech Golden Eaglettes, or Golden Eagle women's basketball team.
Yeah.
They're not called Eaglettes anymore.
No.
Sorry, I'm still old school. I'm still trying to... It's like you say Drama Center instead of Cookeville Performing Arts Center, and I'll say Eaglettes, and it's not right anymore.
No, it's the Tennessee Tech women's basketball team.
It's so hard for me.
Allison Clark is an assistant coach.
Yes.
For the Tennessee Tech women's basketball team.
Thank you, Jason.
You're welcome.
I needed that help. It's time for things you need to know.
Yeah, you got any today?
I do. You know, we talked about Big Lots possibly closing.
Yeah.
But the one in Cookeville and also Murfreesboro, they're staying open. So Middle Tennessee knows how to Big Lot.
Well, I heard that in Rafferty's news. I guess the company that bought Big Lots decided to keep a few open.
Yeah.
And we were chosen. And that they're going to be closing down for a little bit, maybe in March.
Right. They're going to close in March for restocking, updating the store a little bit, and then reopening date will be set for soon after March, after they kind of, I guess, get some things ready.
I mean, they've been having a going out of business sale.
Right.
So I'm sure it's picked over in there. And then,
Well, I'm just glad that we're not losing our big lots. I know now bargain hunt, it's still going. It's
okay,
it's still closing is what I meant. It's still going to close. All right. And then I got one more too. I know we don't have a Joann's here. That's like a fabric store, but they've announced they're closing 800 stores. So I know some of y'all still like to find a Joann's around, but they're closing all their stores.
Yeah, it's broke my mom's heart.
I know it's broken a lot of people's hearts because they were hoping. There's a few of my friends that say they were hoping we'd get a Joann's here.
Well, I'm surprised that somebody hasn't opened up a small fabric store yet.
Because we still have a lot of crafty people here.
Now, I heard, and I've been trying to get my mom to go, and I even told her I'd go with her. I heard that there's one that's opened up in Crossville, a little fabric sewing store, but I don't know where it's at or anything. I think it's in between. I think it's in Crossville. I think it's somewhere in between Monterey and Crossville on that road, up past the Cove or something.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think that's the only thing. I'm not even sure if there's anything in Knoxville or Nashville or Chattanooga.
I'm not sure either.
So, but I guess people don't sew and make stuff like they used to.
I know there's quite a few people around here that do, so I think it would kind of thrive to have
a
a
small one would. You know, do they need 20,000 square feet?
No,
but it'd be nice if there was something like that. At least I root for that for my mom.
Yeah.
The Golden Eagle Collective. That's what they've named the Name, Image, and Likeness Collective for Tennessee Tech Athletics. And I know they'll be in at some point to explain how this collective works for Tennessee Tech and why you should be involved. I'm pretty sure they'll put on a good sales pitch for you. And but I'd love to hear it.
Yeah.
See what that's going to be like for a school like Tennessee Tech. We know what that's going to be like for the big Division I power conference, whatever you want to call it, schools. But what does that look like for a school the size of Tech?
Well, also I was seeing like on Hip Carthage yesterday.
Yeah.
That the Timberloft in the Carthage area, it caught fire and it looked like it was in the kitchen area. It was pretty much
all destroyed.
It wouldn't burn to the ground, but it was a big fire in it, and it had just been taken over a few weeks ago by new owners.
Oh no.
And then I think they called it the Loft Texas, and it was a restaurant, and people were like really talking on Hip Carthage about how the food was good. They were excited about it, and then now it looked like it was in the kitchen area from what we could see.
That'd make the most sense, wouldn't it?
But I don't know what's going to happen, after that. But it was a big fire.
I hope everything turns out okay.
Me too.
The Cookeville Regional Medical Center has opened its new Advanced Wound Care Center Monday. And
I'm glad we have that.
Yeah, it'll be some extra space, and then one of the surgery centers will have some extra space as well in the hospital because of this. So that should open it up for them to serve more patients, which is what they want to do. So still growing, Cookeville Regional Medical Center.
Yeah, they're doing some amazing things over there.
Yeah.
That's all the things I have, though.
I've got one more. EB Gray Jewelers in Livingston celebrating 110 years.
Whew, thought you were going to tell me they were going to close.
Nope, celebrating 110 years.
They're still going strong.
Yeah, so want to be sure to say happy birthday to EB Gray Jewelry.
Isn't that great?
Yeah, they've always been a great part of not just Livingston's community, but the Upper Cumberland.
Yeah.
I mean, they're famous.
They were premier years ago, just that people would drive to Livingston to check them out.
Oh, absolutely.
It's such a cool store.
Yeah. Okay, now that's all I've got. Your 2 cents now brought to you by Freedom Pawn on Mayberry Street in Sparta. You stopped by there yesterday.
Yes.
Are they doing okay?
They're doing great.
Okay.
Dana over there, just as hard working as ever. And every time I go in, I start just cutting up with the folks over there, and they're just fantastic. And
they still have my Tennessee Vols guitar there.
they still have it there. But they've got a few other new things too. They've got they've even got kayaks over there too, and then some scooters and bicycles, and of course your guns and ammo shop, and they've got bow and arrows and TVs, and I'm like thousands of DVDs to choose from too. So go in there and check them out. I mean, it's such a cool store.
It really is.
Yeah. How old is too old to drive? That's our question today.
Holy smokes.
With me, I don't think we need to set an age on it, because there's some people that are still great in their 80s
I started to say, how old are you, Sheila?
Oh, now. Maybe Sheila. Maybe too.
It's a sliding scale, I think. I think it depends on the person.
Yeah, that's me. Not me. I mean, I still can drive.
Yeah, you can still drive.
Jason Grider. Maybe you're gonna wear me out today. Is what it is.
That could be it.
Yeah, I said I would behave, but are you gonna behave?
It depends.
It's not. It's hard to set an age limit on that, because people are all so different. And like one person at 80 could be just great and just with it, and others may not be good.
That being said, I do think that 80-ish is probably where you start looking at that. I think a better question might be, at what age did you have to start taking a driver's test again?
Yeah. Well, I have a feeling that when it comes to any age, you're not going to give up your keys.
No.
Yeah.
I'll be one of those old men that, we can't take Daddy's keys.
That would just be the end of Daddy.
Or he's made copies.
Yeah, you will. You probably already got copies.
I learned that from my grandpa.
Yeah.
They won't let me drive. Well, let me go get some copies of my keys made.
I love it. He probably did make copies. You're so much like him, aren't you?
I guess sometimes my mom says I am, but I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm.
It's your 2 cents brought to you by Freedom Pawn in Sparta. Head down there at 49 Mayberry Street. We'll get into your answers for your 2 cents. That's coming up here in just a little bit on Good Morning Cookeville. We're live in the Willow Window Studio. Hang out.
Hey folks, this is Paul Winkler. Have you ever really spent time planning for life after work? If not, you're not alone. For most, it's a scary thought. Making sense of investments, Social Security, Medicare. To make it worse, the advice people typically get is from salespeople or family members who got their information from salespeople. We are here to take the mystery and fear out of retirement. The next step is yours. Call 615-851-1950 or go to paulwinkler.com. That website is paulwinkler.com, creating confident investors.
And now located in Cookeville.
If you have automotive needs, Dependable Auto Sales and Service along with Colonial Automotive would love to help you. Whether it's towing or service, body shop needs, are you ready for a new car? We have everything you need, including the financing, including the warranties. It doesn't matter what it is, DAS is on your side. Please come see us at 1575 Interstate Drive right here in Cookeville, 931-526-7355. That's 931-526-7355, 24/7 at dasautosales.com.
Let the bidding begin. It's time for the show, and you know it's gonna go high. There's a buzz in the air, and people come from everywhere to hear the auctioneer cry. The sound of the gavel never gets old when you hear an EJ say so. Live or online, we handle auctions of any kind.
Call Amanette's Eagle Auction at 526-5335, where we soar higher.
Your Cookeville Gas Department works closely with contractors to make certain no gas line is broken when excavation is done. However, there are times when damage does occur. If you smell gas where construction is being done, please notify the gas department immediately. Better yet, call us before you dig and let us locate the lines for you. Help us keep natural gas the safest energy there is. Natural gas, energy for life. This message brought to you in the interest of safety from the Cookeville Gas Department in cooperation with the Tennessee Public Utility Commission.
Attention, have you racked up $10,000 or more in credit card debt? Are you barely getting by making minimum payments? With credit card debt reaching all-time highs, National Debt Relief is notifying consumers about significant debt relief options currently being made available to help those with overwhelming credit card debt. These options may reduce a large portion of credit card debt for those who qualify. You don't need to declare bankruptcy or take out a consolidation loan, and you may only have to pay back a fraction of what you owe, even if you have bad credit. National Debt Relief has already reduced the credit card debt for more than 550,000 consumers. So don't wait. If you owe $10,000, $20,000, or even $100,000 in credit card debt, you can now take advantage of this financial debt relief as the cost of living continues to skyrocket. To check what debt reduction you may qualify for, call 800-573-4400. That's 800-573-4400. Again, that's 800-573-4400.
1077 and 1400, The Hub. Jason and Sheila. Good morning, Cookeville.
Good morning, Cookeville. Jason and Sheila with you. It's the 26th of February. Man, some great high school basketball on Hub Plus past 2 days. Full sports report coming up here at the bottom of the hour with Jacob Benson with Upper Cumberland reporter. Cool nail biter overtime.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, but Jacob's got all that in sports coming up here in just a little bit. It's 6:21 now.
Your 2 cents is brought to you by Freedom Pond, Mayberry Street in Sparta, and they have new stuff coming in all the time. I even saw, generators in there. Also, a couple of kerosene heaters. If y'all are looking for kerosene heaters, they had a couple of kerosene heaters in there.
Yeah, last week I bet those were hot items.
Yeah. And I mean, if you want to get a good deal on that, I would go down there just so you'd have one available, if a cold snap happens. Sure. And you never know. We may not be over with it.
You don't know, Sheila.
But they have everything you need, from jewelry to guns and ammo to DVDs and TVs. They've got it. So check Freedom Pond in Sparta first.
Yeah.
So here's a question. How old is too old to drive?
I don't know.
I think we can't put an age on it.
I think
because so many people are different.
Now I do think there should be an age where you do take a driver's test again.
Yeah.
How is your eyesight really?
Yeah.
What is your reaction time
really?
I do think there's some things
you need to look at.
Yeah.
Well, how old is too old to drive? Ed said after 50 should be road tested every year. He said every year.
I don't think right after 50, maybe 65
50's still a young pup.
Or 70. What are you even talking about? 50?
Ed. I mean, I consider 50 a young pup.
I wonder how old Ed is.
Let me see if I can look at a picture of Ed here.
Docs Ed real quick here.
Well, Ed.
You think he's over 50? Maybe he's
possibly or right at it.
Maybe he's just talking.
He's
about
in good health, at least in this picture.
He looks about 40.
Yeah.
He still thinks he knows everything.
Ed, thank you for commenting. We love it.
You don't even know yet, Ed.
Ed. Savannah, she said, when your sight and cognitive ability go down, that's when you don't need a license anymore.
Yes.
Savannah. What are you saying yes, Sheila, about?
I was just agreeing with what you were saying.
You were being a little.
Nope.
Little.
No,
Robin said, my father is about to turn 80. Some days are better than others, but he's pretty good about staying home and asking for help when he feels he needs it. I believe it's just the mental capacity of each individual. So I can't even read and talk right. So maybe I should have a driving test. All right. Russell said maybe require a driving test every few years after 75 or so.
See, I think that's the appropriate answer.
Yeah, if you don't pass, you don't drive.
Yeah.
Oof, that would be a hard thing.
I mean, with Uber and all that stuff anymore, and and UCHRA, they've got all their stuff going on. You could probably make it without a vehicle, without a driver's license.
But would I want to?
Oh no, I wouldn't want to. No. Oh gosh, no.
Jim said, when the eyes start to fail you, take the driver's license.
Yeah. Here's something else, though. I doubt I'll want to go anywhere.
Yeah, you hardly want to go anywhere now.
Yeah. I mean, I'll need somebody to come take me to Hardee's or Ralph's or
so you can
Doodle
keep
or
up with the gossip of the day.
Right.
Yeah.
But other than that, I hope to not have to go anywhere.
What are you talking about? We're still going to be doing this show when we're 100.
Well, I hope not.
Like working with you too, Jason.
It's not that. I just don't be getting up that early, I don't think.
You're not going to sleep in anyway. You're always an early bird.
Maybe. I don't know, but I just don't want to have to. It's really going to mess with my...
He's going to make me cry one day when he's just going to leave me all by myself on this show.
That's going to, you know...
And then what are y'all going to do?
If I'm doing this show, then how am I going to hang out at Hardee's?
Well, I mean, we're done at 8. They don't usually get there before 8, do they?
They're there early, Sheila.
Well, maybe we'll just have to start doing the show from Hardee's.
All right.
A little round table at Hardee's. How cool would that be?
The little old men show.
Yeah. And then plus Sheila.
Oh, yeah. And Sheila.
Thomas said, I don't think there's a certain age because it would depend on each individual and their vision and cognitive abilities. So I think it's a case-by-case issue is what he
Sure
said.
is. I mean, no one ages the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Angela said it depends on their mental capacity and physical abilities and their response time.
Yeah.
So Mike said it's not about age, it's about mental capacity. Get with it, y'all.
Right. That's what that's what I'm saying too. I'm agreeing with you on that. Sheila's the one that put up that post. Very ageist. Very ageism.
Why are you trying to start stuff?
I don't know.
You know, we've got all day on this.
Because it's fun.
All day. You've got to get on my nerves.
Yeah.
Woo. Tex says, it depends. I think after 70, a person should have to take a driver's test each year to make sure they're still safe on the roads.
Yeah, I think so. I think there's a certain age where that's appropriate. I don't know what that age is.
Me either.
You know. What?
Andrew, I don't know you, and you don't know me, I don't think, Andrew. He said, how road Sheila is.
Andrew, that's what I said.
Andrew? It's funny. He's from Jamestown.
Andrew, you're the man.
All right, Andrew.
Andrew got one in there.
As a matter of fact, he must listen all the time to be able to say that.
Yeah.
So thank you for listening, Andrew. I like this.
Yeah, good one, Andrew.
Andrew. Sarah said, I think it depends on the person and their abilities. My granny thinks she drove to Florida in December, but she didn't. She doesn't need to be driving. Thinks she drove to Florida.
Oh.
You know what? I have days like that now, so maybe I do need to road test me.
I see.
Then Kevin said, don't think age has anything to do with it. Look at Sheila. No, he didn't say that. He didn't say that.
That would be great if you had.
I know. Mental health, reflexes, eyesight, that's what we need to concentrate on and see. And he said, then if it's not good, take that license away. Now, Crystal put an age limit on it. She said anything past 75, boom, take their license.
Oh.
Crystal.
That's mean-spirited.
Susan? She goes 75.
Wow.
And Johnny Ferguson, after 102, might need to check their driver's license. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I know some people over 75 that get around just fine. Now, are they the person you want driving you to Nashville or Knoxville or someplace like that? No. Are they fine getting around town? Yes.
Well, Joyce said, I'm 73 and I do fine.
Way to go. Get after him, Joyce.
I'm 54 and I do fine. Shut up, Jason.
It's 6:29. We've got spoiler alert coming up next. That's the latest in the world of entertainment and music, so we'll catch you up what's going on there. Then the real good, and this week we're doing Ask Jason.
That's right. That's fun.
And I got 2 yesterday.
He sure did.
So I'm excited for a good start. We'll see what happens today for that. Stick around with us. It's Good Morning Cookeville. We're live in the Willow Window Studio. We'll be right back.
Local news. News Talk 107.7 and 1400. The Hub.
News is brought to you by One Bank of Tennessee, where service is second to none.
From the WHUB News Center, I'm Rafferty Cleary. The Mustard Seed Ranch has terminated the employment of a man arrested and charged last week with statutory rape. Mustard Seed Ranch Executive Director Dr. Elizabeth Lissick told the Herald-Citizen Tuesday that Dale Burbank's employment has been terminated. At the time of Burbank's arrest, he served as a house father for children at the ranch. He has posted bond and has a court date set for March 31st. Cookeville's Big Lots store will remain open, according to Putnam County Mayor Randy Porter. North Carolina-based Variety Wholesalers has acquired Big Lots. Porter said the Cookeville store will close in March for restocking and updating, with a reopening date soon after that. The DeKalb County Commission has approved a bond resolution to fund a new 800-student pre-K through second grade school. The projected cost to build the new 124,000-square-foot facility, $53.4 million. That's the news from WHUB. I'm Rafferty Cleary.
Good morning, Cookeville. I'm Jacob Vinson with the UCR Sports Report on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub. On UCR last night, the Cookeville Cavaliers beat Lebanon for the District 7 4A championship in overtime, 63-58. The Upperman Bees won the 7 3A championship, beating Stone Memorial 61-57, and the Pickett County Bobcats won the 7 single A championship over Clay County 80-56. The number 5 Tennessee Vols beat LSU last night 65-59. They're now tied for 4th in the SEC with Missouri at 10-5. Tennessee will host Alabama on Saturday, who beat Mississippi State tonight 111-73. Elsewhere in college basketball, unranked Georgia upset Florida 88-83. Number 9 Iowa State fell to unranked Oklahoma State 74-68. In the NHL, the Predators fell to the Panthers 4-1. Nashville is now 20-30-7 on the season. Blues over the Kraken 7-2. Alex Ovechkin is now only 12 goals away from Wayne Gretzky's record as he scored against the Flames, but the Capitals lost 3-1. Join us tonight for the UCR Basketball Show presented by Fire and Vine on the main UCR Facebook page. We'll break down all the district tournaments and preview the upcoming region quarterfinal games on Friday and Saturday. Our show gets started at 6 with myself and Noah McKay. I'm Jacob Vinson. That was the UCR Sports Report on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub.
The UCR Sports Report on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub, brought to you by One Bank. The Fox Business Report is brought to you by Paul Winkler Incorporated, now with an office in Cookeville, creating confident investors. PaulWinkler.com.
I'm Liz Clayman, and this is the Fox Business Report.
Shares of home improvement retailer Lowe's stock surging in the pre-market after surprise growth in same-store sales and earnings beat. This offsetting a full-year outlook that was below current forecasts. Same-store sales rose 0.2% from a year ago to beat the FactSet consensus for a decline of 1.8%. That's the first increase in more than 2 years. For the full year 2025, same-store sales are expected to be flat to up to 1%, largely below Wall Street estimates on signs of a prolonged recovery in the home improvement sector. Meta Platforms is said to be in discussions to construct a new data center campus for its artificial intelligence programs, with potential costs exceeding $200 billion. This according to a report from The Information. And that's your Fox Business Report. I'm Lillian Wu, invested in you.
I had the worst dream last night. You were in a car crash, and the kids and I were on our own. We had to move out of the house because I couldn't afford it anymore.
That's awful, hon.
My brother was saying he got life insurance from Ethos. With Ethos, it only took 10 minutes, and he got $2 million in coverage for around $2 a day. It's all online. No medical exam. He just answered a few health questions right from his house.
Ethos, here we come.
Visit getethos.com. That's getethos.com.
Sample rate is a 10-year term life policy.
Upper Cumberland weather.
Brought to you by the Habitat for Humanity's Habitat Restore, located at 560 South Jefferson in Cookeville.
This is your latest forecast from News Talk 107.7 and 1400 The Hub.
Picture a door. On it, a sign that says, "Do not look." Every instinct says danger, but still you peek. Inside, a room full of cockroaches, which can trigger asthma attacks. Rodents that contaminate food and transmit disease, and termites which cause billions in property damage each year. Trust your instincts, know the signs. Learn how to protect your family and home at pestworld.org. A public service message from the National Pest Management Association.
Good morning, Cookeville, with Jason and Sheila.
On 1077 and 1400. The
Good
Hub.
morning, Cookeville. We're Jason and Sheila here. We're in the Willow Window Studio. It's 6:35 now.
Riley Sandlin is going to be our first guest this morning, a little after 7. She is from Sparta. She makes Terra skin products. That's makeup, skincare regime. It's got tallow in it, and we've heard some good benefits about tallow. We'll talk to her about that. Then Allison Clark from the Tennessee Tech women's basketball team.
Mm-hmm.
Women's.
You got it right that time.
Did I get it right?
Yeah.
Okay. Allison, I hope she forgives me if I say it wrong. But they are on a winning streak.
Yeah.
Trying to get folks at the game, so we need to go support those Eagles.
Tomorrow and Saturday.
That's right.
Yeah. And just real quick about Willow Window, stay tuned because their outdoor summer spaces are coming soon. And
That's
they are
amazing.
Unbelievable.
Let me tell you, if y'all were part of the home show and you went and saw their booth, the whole side of it and corner of it, that's part of the summer space too, that you can put windows around your deck, but you can open them so it lets the air in. You can even put cabanas around your pool.
Yeah. They've got a lot of neat stuff, and it's here, and they're getting ready. And go ahead and book an appointment where they can come out and look at your space and start giving you some estimates to see if you can see what you can do come before summer.
Yeah, spring and summer. I mean, they've got you covered literally because they've got awnings too that can cover your deck or just your outside spatial area.
Just don't wait till it's too late to.
They'll be booked.
Yeah, they will.
So go ahead and set up an appointment now because they can give you a free estimate.
Yeah, you can go to willowwindow.pro and contact them through there, or you can just call us or call here at the Willow Window showroom where the studio is. 6:37 now. Spoiler alert time on late night TV tonight. Jimmy Fallon has Floyd Money Mayweather, and Jason Isbell is the music performer. Stephen Colbert has Guy Fieri. Let's see here. Survivor's on tonight on CBS. The Masked Singer is on Fox. Celebrity Jeopardy on ABC. And then new to streaming, Shoresy. That's on Hulu. Season 4 of that.
Oh, there's a season 4? I didn't even know there was a season 1.
Is that like Jersey Shore? And it's like they're grown up now? Or
I have no idea.
Berlin ER is on Apple TV Plus, a series premiere of that. Which I don't know what that is either. I don't watch a lot of Apple TV.
I don't either, but I do have it.
No,
I probably shouldn't have it because I can't justify paying a monthly subscription, really.
No, none of the stuff on there really seems good.
Well, the things I've watched are good, but I just after I've watched them, then it's like a whole season where there's nothing.
Yeah.
So I need to take time about that.
Moana 2 is going to debut on Disney Plus on March 12th. And Star Wars Revenge of the Sith will be re-released on April 25th for its 20th anniversary.
What? No, stop it. Making me feel old.
Robert Orsi is the writer and producer behind the reboots of Star Trek and Transformers and creator of Fringe. Passed away yesterday from kidney disease. He was 51.
Oh, goodness.
I know. Not great.
No.
Actor John Lawler, who played Headmaster Stephen Bradley in the first season of Facts of Life, passed away February the 13th at hospice in Albuquerque, New Mexico. he was 83. I don't remember. I just remember Miss Garrett. Facts of life. I don't remember there being a headmaster.
I don't either. But I mean, if we were to see his face or something, we
Maybe,
might.
maybe we would, but
Yeah.
Miss Garrett, she's good to them girls.
Yeah, I liked her.
That Miss Garrett, well, I tell
She
you.
was like a little substitute mama.
Yeah. Justin Baldoni's legal team is opposing Blake Lively's request for heightened protections in their ongoing legal dispute, arguing that Blake Lively had already publicized these sexual harassment allegations. So,
What? I don't understand really all of this that's going on.
I don't either.
I'm so confused.
Can we just get to court, be done with it with these
Find out
two?
who's right and who's wrong.
Let's just get to court. Let's put it on TV at this point.
Oh yeah.
I'm
I'd
invested.
watch it just so I'd try to understand it.
Yeah.
Because
This is
there's
hard.
been so many accusations back and forth.
Yeah.
I don't know who's right, who's wrong. I don't even have an opinion on all that.
This is harder to understand than the TSSAA high school basketball
It
tournament.
is, yes. Or harder to understand than the Johnny Depp divorce proceedings.
Well, I understood that. She poops in your bed. It's over.
And everybody else was like, okay, we're for Johnny on this.
I mean, I don't know what else happened, but
But she did that? Okay.
all right. Well, all right.
Maybe Johnny's not as crazy as her.
Kathleen.
All comes back to the poop in the
I'm
bed.
sorry. Kathleen Kennedy, the head of Lucasfilm, plans to retire at the end of 2025, according to the Hollywood Reporter. Kennedy joined Lucasfilm in 2012, took the reins after Disney acquired the company for $4 billion. She oversaw the relaunch of the Star Wars franchise, including The Force Awakens, but also faced challenges like firing directors on Solo, a Star Wars story, and all that stuff. So she's going to be stepping down from that role. So we'll see what happens with Lucasfilms moving forward. I'm sure they'll keep after it. I mean, they're all making money, right?
So it's going to keep going because they're making money.
Yeah. Jon Stewart, he got all mad about Elon Musk and Doge and was mocking Elon Musk, and he was criticizing something that Biden had done too. Anyway, this guy, Jon Stewart was just having him a little fit, and ended up he slammed down his mug or something, and he said a cuss word. And then he realized he'd cut his hand up wide open.
Oh.
He said, I'll be going to the hospital soon. But despite the injury, he continued on his rant.
Wow. He really got worked up, it sounds like. And this was all on like streaming?
He says, we're getting bleeped at a Diddy party and they're making us buy the oil. Buy the baby oil. Jon Stewart later promoted the episode on social media, saying, emphasis on the bloody, I'm an idiot.
Wow.
You kind of are an idiot sometimes.
Yeah, we all are.
I liked it better when Jon Stewart was just funny.
Right. Because it's like all this political stuff back and forth. I watch the streaming stuff to have fun and get away from all that.
Yeah.
John, speaking of, I do want to mention something that's on that I'm interested in that's coming on tonight, and I thought maybe our listeners will be.
What's that,
too.
Sheila?
Christopher Reeve's son, Will Reeve, he is actually on ABC, and he's like a correspondent there.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And looks so much like his dad. But he is got a special that's coming on tonight. And he's going to travel. Before his dad had the accident and was put in the wheelchair, his dad was really just outgoing and doing lots of adventures. And he traveled
Big
the seas.
into horses and stuff too, wasn't he?
Yeah, and big into sailing and things like that. So he's going to take the last trip before his dad was paralyzed that his dad took.
Oh man.
And
That's gonna be
gonna
good.
film that and like kind of just see what he learns and how close he feels to his dad with that, because he was really young when his dad had the accident, and now he's just it's just really interesting, because there was another special that was streaming that he said Superman, the plight of my dad, or something like that, and that was a really great special too. So I'm interested in that.
That'll be good. And that comes on tonight, you said?
That comes on tonight on ABC.
All right. Coming up next, we've got the real good for you. It's a couple of stories that are positive and uplifting. And this week we're doing Ask Jason, because Sheila had her little fit.
I didn't have a fit. I'm not Jon Stewart. I didn't have a fit.
And so we're doing that.
But I did say, hey, these questions are harder than you think.
So round 3 of Ask Jason.
We'll see how he does.
Coming up here in just a little bit here on Good Morning Cookeville, live in the Willow Window Studio.
Hundreds of Upper Cumberland residents need help today as they struggle with disease, sickness, or injury. When you give, 100% of your gift goes to help right here in our community. Learn more at cookvilleregionalcharity.org.
Discover the savings at Freedom Pawn, located at 49 Mayberry Street in Sparta. We're not your typical pawn shop. Explore our extensive selection of jewelry, tools, gaming systems, knives, and guitars, perfect for any enthusiast. For the archery lover, we offer Barnett crossbows and other top brands. And don't forget, we're your trusted guns and ammo store with the best selection around. Visit us today. Just look for the Bigfoot in front of the store and see why Freedom Pawn in Sparta is your ultimate destination for great deals.
Hey, Golden Eagle fans, it's your head women's basketball coach, Kim Roseman. Join us for an action-packed night at the Hooper Ebelin Center Thursday, February 27th versus Western Illinois at 5:30 p.m. with Coach Pelfrey and our men's team to follow. Come watch us battle it out on the court and help us secure another home win. Don't miss a moment of the action this season. Get your tickets today at ttusports.com or call the ticket office at 931-372-3940. Let's pack the hoop and make this season unforgettable. Wings up.
Seems everything costs more these days. Gas, groceries, and when's the last time you checked your wireless bill? Yikes. When it comes to Big Wireless, if you're staying, you may be overpaying. Here's how to get the same fast, reliable nationwide coverage without the big wireless bill. Switch to Consumer Cellular. Plans start at just $20 a month, and that's not a short-term promo. Our US-based experts will get you switched and saving in about 20 minutes. Call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com and start saving today. Plans include $5 credit for autopay and e-billing.
Hey everyone, it's Magic Mike at Carlin Chevrolet, and love is in the air. We love our customers, and to prove it, we're saving you money. This month, we're selling almost every new vehicle at true factory invoice pricing. On top of that, you get the rebates. We'll give you top dollar for your trade, and if you're loyal to us, we'll be loyal to you. If you own a Chevrolet 2011 or newer, trade it or keep it, you get extra money off. Come down to the corner of Spring and Willow and feel the love of savings. See you soon.
Over 50 years and still going strong and growing. With American Way, you'll gain the knowledge and skills necessary to thrive in today's market. We provide realtors the tools they need to succeed, so this essentially adds up to success for the agents. If you are willing to work, we can make it happen for you. We also have a very family-oriented culture with a focus on productivity. Give me a call. I'm William Baugh, 931-310-6291.
American Way Real Estate, 710 South Jefferson Avenue in Cookeville.
Hey, life doesn't stop when cancer starts. Some don't make it to treatment simply because they don't have a ride. You can change that. Volunteer to drive with the American Cancer Society Road to Recovery program. Visit cancer.org/drive to learn more.
Jason and Sheila. Good morning, Cookeville. 1077 and 1400.
Good morning, Cookeville. We're here in the Willow Window Studio. It's 6:48 now.
I'm so happy to report it's going to be a high of 70 today.
Come on.
And we've got 38 at the moment.
Yesterday, awesome.
It was.
Got in the car and it was actually hot.
Not used to that, are you?
No.
It's like, oh, it actually feels nice in here. Maybe a little hot.
I didn't even turn on my my heated seat.
Oh, look at you.
I know.
You felt comfortable?
Right.
That's not like you usually stay cold.
Yeah. Almost broke a sweat. So
Felt nice. Yeah.
Every day, me and Sheila, we go through a bunch of news stories, try to find some that are positive and uplifting, and we call it
The Real Good.
Firefighters in Madrid, Spain, saved the day in a big way recently when they came to the rescue of a goat stranded on the 5th floor window ledge outside a vacant apartment.
How did he get up that high?
I don't know how I saw the video of it. They had to coax him where they could get him with lettuce.
Yeah.
And that goat was just, they're not afraid.
No.
They got great balance. This goat was just jumping on things. I mean, could have totally died, but the goat wasn't afraid.
He thought he was on a mountain, didn't he? Yeah.
Firefighters are careful not to startle the goat with sudden movements. That's how we do Sheila, too.
Don't startle her with sudden movements. She'll jump.
They use carrots and lettuce, like I was telling you.
It's chocolate for me.
Their care and expertise paid off as the goat eventually stepped onto a nearby safer balcony. The goat was then taken to the Madrid Emergency Veterinary Service for care, and the goat didn't know why it was there. The goat was like,
I'm fine. I don't need a doctor.
I was having a great time until these guys showed up.
I was the king of the mountain.
I'd have got down.
Yeah.
I'm a goat. So anyway, they're trying to locate the owner of the goat now, but we'll see if that works out. Next real good story. There's a 54-year-old man from Wayne County, Michigan, hit the jackpot after playing the same set of lottery numbers for 4 straight years.
So that's the odds. It takes you 4 years if you play the same lottery numbers every day.
$1.3 million thanks to his special numbers. The guy, he wants to remain anonymous. He said, I scanned my ticket on the lottery app and saw the confetti fly and thought, this is a dream come true. The lucky winner plans to use his winnings to pay off bills and make an extended family vacation.
Oh, that's good.
It would be good.
Yeah.
So I'm rooting for him on that. I hope he has a great vacation.
I think it's good to stay anonymous too.
And then put that money back.
Yeah. I didn't know if you could stay anonymous. You okay over there, Jason?
Yeah, there was a hair in my microphone.
It must have been a longer hair. It wasn't yours, was it?
It was tickling my face.
Maybe it was a spider web.
I don't know. Anyway, to the firefighters in Madrid saving that goat and the 54-year-old dude from Michigan hitting the lottery. Y'all are real good.
Now it's time for Ask Jason.
You almost said Sheila, didn't you?
Maybe. But we've turned the tables just a little bit because he says I threw a fit. I didn't throw a fit. I just said, the questions are harder than you think. Because he kept going, oh, you're doing bad this week, Sheila. You're doing bad.
Those were just the facts. That was it.
I did good. I answered some of them right each day.
Yeah.
Each day. But he got 2 right yesterday. On Monday, we started out with me, so I gave him 2 because I answered 2 correctly. So we're tied at 2-2.
4 total, though.
Yeah, 4 total.
All right, I'm ready.
Let's see. This is just about things people do.
Okay.
All right, that's right. Chances are you'll do this at least 5 times today, Jason. What is it?
Well, I'm over 50, so going to the bathroom or thinking you have to go to the bathroom. Does that happen to you ladies? Or you think you got to go to the bathroom?
I think I've got to go, but then I don't.
Or it feels like you got to go real bad, but then you get there and it's like,
That only happens to me like if I get real nervous or like an anxiety or something. I'm like, oh, I think I got to pee, and then I don't.
So
I don't know why I'm so honest about this.
If it was just people over 50, I'd say the bathroom, but snack.
Nope. Almost. It's get something to drink.
Oh, I should have thought about that.
Makes you go to the bathroom.
If you're going to have a snack, you got to have a drink.
That's right.
All right.
You were close. You were tap dancing around it, but no cigars.
No cigar. Okay. I'm ready.
Odds are 1 in 4 that you'll be wearing this today. What is it?
Blue?
Yes. Yes.
I'm wearing blue today. So I was just playing the odds.
My shoes are blue.
There you go.
Like a navy.
I got blue jeans on, so.
One right already. Now, here's for the last question, Jason.
Okay.
Jason. Look at me. I was like,
Don't get mad about it.
I was mad because he got it right.
I totally guessed because I had blue on. It's not like
did?
I used any brain power on that deal.
Good for you. He just looked down and he goes, blue.
Well, I mean, that's what I've got on today.
Maybe the questions aren't as hard as I think. Let's see how you do on this one.
All right, I'm ready.
If you're 35 or older, there's a good chance you'll do this at some point already today. What is it? If you're 35 or older, chances are that you did this at some point already today. What is it?
35 or older. Probably, I'm going to say, got caught up on news and weather and sports and all that stuff,
How did you know this?
on the,
That's Jason, did you peek at these questions?
I did not peek at this. What is that the
Watch
actual
TV
answer?
news.
Oh, watch TV news? Well,
I'll give that to you because
I
you
didn't
said
say
watch
watch-
news, get caught up on news.
I was like on your phone. I didn't mean TV news.
No, this is Jeopardy terms.
Oh.
Not Jeopardy. Family Feud terms.
Okay, well, I mean,
Jeopardy's harder.
I'll take it as right.
I'm
But
going to give that to you because it is getting caught up on news.
I just think, that's the first thing a lot of people do. They'll get some coffee and they'll probably just, like doom scroll through your news
proud of you
feed.
for that one because I felt that was a hard one.
I fear that is more of a 35
Yeah,
plus
because
deal.
you want to know what's happening, what's going on in the world.
Yeah.
So you continued your 2-2 streak.
All right, so that's
Good
we're-
job.
So we're at 6 now.
We're at 6.
Well, we could do some damage this week.
Look at you going.
All right. Well, I'm excited about that. Hey, we just found out too that today is National Bacon Day. And
We love
let me
it.
tell you, there are plenty of places with good bacon because how do you
mess up bacon? If you mess up bacon,
you can't. I mean, it's real hard to mess up bacon. But I will tell you the top 2, at least according to me,
and I'll probably agree with you.
best bacon at least in Putnam County. I'm sure there's
Yeah, we haven't tried
all
every
the
bacon that's in the
right.
Upper Cumberland.
But what a feat that would be if we could do that, Sheila.
I would tour the Upper Cumberland on a bacon tour.
Let's make that a thing for this summer.
Yeah, let's do it.
Call it Bacon Mondays or something.
Yeah.
And we have people in with their bacon every Monday.
Woo!
And then we decide who's got the best bacon.
I like that.
But the doodle,
Yes.
I don't know what it is exactly that they do to their bacon, but it's really good. And All Good Diner. All Good Diner's got really, really good bacon, and they'll do it a little extra crispy for you too.
Well, I think Waffle House too.
Theirs is real thin though.
It's real thin, but the
It doesn't give there's not a lot of meat on that bacon.
yeah, well, it's good.
You can still get a good meaty slice of bacon.
But the Doodle and All Good Diner, yeah.
100%. I'm sure there's more out there. Don't get upset if we didn't say your favorite place.
right.
We just don't know about it yet.
Right.
You can message
I mean,
us.
well, you can message us. You can bring us bacon.
We'll try any bacon.
That's right. Woo, good stuff.
And just while we're out giving free plugs, I want to say Salads and Go.
Yes,
They have pickled okra
and it's good.
on their salad bar.
I do.
I didn't know that.
And I know
till
you don't
yesterday.
like this, but I also like beets in my salad.
Yeah,
They got good pickled beets too.
they had a little bacon too, so
Yum.
put some bacon on.
Yeah.
and it was good. That way we're staying with the theme of.
Okay, but beets.
Coming up, who is it, Sheila?
It's Riley Sandlin. She
Okay.
makes her own makeup line and skincare products.
Okay.
Uses tallow.
And then Allison Clark from the women's basketball team over at Tennessee Tech. All that coming up, so hang out with us. We'll be right back.
This is News Talk 107.7 and 1400. The Hub. Good morning, Cookeville. W299BY. 107.7 FM. And AM 1400. WHUB Cookeville.
It passed. Barely. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News.
The ayes are 217, the nays are 215.
The House approving a budget resolution, which is a legislative framework for the Trump agenda. It'll have to be worked out later with the Senate. And as Fox's Kristen Goodwin reports, the GOP was nearly united in the vote.
Kentucky Congressman Thomas Massey, the lone Republican, joining all Democrats in opposing the measure. It includes $4.5 trillion in tax cuts, raises the debt ceiling by $4 trillion, and calls for at least $1.5 trillion in government spending cuts over the next decade. House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries warning about potential cuts to Medicaid and veterans' benefits.
House Republicans on the side of their billionaire puppet masters and donors.
Now, this morning, President Trump will hold his first cabinet meeting, and joining his new department heads, Elon Musk, to discuss DOJ's efforts to slash federal jobs and spending.
Yesterday, we learned 21 civil service employees not brought in by Musk, career officials resigned from the Trump administration, writing in a letter, quote, "We will not lend our expertise to carry out or to legitimize DOJ's actions."
As Fox's Lucas Tomlinson. Friday, Ukraine's leader may go to the White House, days after President Trump calls Volodymyr Zelensky a dictator, blaming him for allowing Russia to invade. They're working out a deal as part of efforts to end the war to let the U.S. share profits from Ukraine's rare earth minerals to recoup the cost of American military aid.
Shouldn't have had this problem because it shouldn't have happened, but it did happen. So we have to straighten it out. But the American taxpayer now is going to get their money back plus.
A near disaster at Chicago's Midway Airport being investigated after a small jet crossed in front of a Southwest plane about to land, forcing it to abort. National Transportation Safety Board Chair Jennifer Homendy just told Fox.
It appears this was a failure of the flight crew from FlexJet to listen and abide by the instructions of air traffic control.
They were told to wait for the plane to land. America's listening to Fox News.
Police officer and canine handler Jacob Russell Chaffins was fatally shot while attempting to serve warrants for domestic violence offenses. Thanks to friends like you, the Tunnel to Towers Foundation gave the Chaffins family the gift of a mortgage-free home. There's so much more to do to say thank you to our nation's heroes and their families for their immense sacrifices for us. Help Tunnel to Towers to lift up these heroes and their families. Donate $11 a month at T2T.org. That's T2T.org.
Why pay more for prescriptions? Stop overpaying and start saving with SingleCare. It's easy. Find your prescription on SingleCare.com, show the coupon at the pharmacy, and start saving. SingleCare works at pharmacies nationwide and is completely free to use, whether you have insurance or not. So the next time you fill a prescription, check SingleCare to make sure you're getting the best price. Take control of your prescription costs. Go to SingleCare.com or download the free app today.
As President Trump gets ready for his first cabinet meeting this morning, not everybody can be there yet. There are still some nominees not confirmed by the Senate, though one might get that final approval in a vote today.
On the Senate floor Tuesday, Iowa Republican Senator Chuck Grassley said he hopes, if confirmed, that as U.S. Trade Representative Jamison Greer would be aggressive and work to open up new markets for American products.
That Mr. Greer will work to level the playing field for U.S. farmers to compete with Brazil fairly and to deal with China head on.
Tuesday, the Senate confirmed 38-year-old Dan Driscoll as Army Secretary. He is friends with Vice President J.D. Vance. The president's pick for Labor Secretary, former Congresswoman Lori Chavez DeRemer, and Linda McMahon as Education Secretary have not yet been officially confirmed. Jessica Rosenthal, Fox News.
On Wall Street, stocks may rise. Dow and NASDAQ futures both up more than 100 points the day after the NASDAQ's fourth straight loss, dropping another 260 points. A star basketball player is calling it quits.
Diana Taurasi announced her retirement Tuesday after 20 WNBA seasons, all with the Phoenix Mercury. Taurasi ends her time in basketball as one of the most decorated women's players of all time at both the college and pro level. While at UConn, she led the Huskies to 3 consecutive national titles before being selected with the first pick of the 2004 WNBA draft. Taurasi went on to win 3 titles in Phoenix, and she is the WNBA's career scoring leader. She even had incredible success on the international stage, winning her 6th Olympic gold medal over the summer at the Paris Games. She is the only player, man or woman, to ever do that. Joe Morgan, Fox News.
In the NBA, Luka Doncic beat his old team, leading the Lakers past the Mavericks in Los Angeles 107-99. Weeks after Dallas shocked the basketball world, trading its star player, Doncic had a triple-double in LA's win, 19 points, 15 rebounds, 12 assists. I'm Dave Anthony. This is Fox News.
Local news. News Talk 107.7 and 1400. The Hub.
News is brought to you by One Bank of Tennessee, where service is second to none.
From the WHUB News Center, I'm Rafferty Cleary. Cookeville's Big Lots store will remain open. According to Putnam County Mayor Randy Porter, North Carolina-based Variety Wholesalers has acquired between 200 and 400 Big Lots locations with plans to operate them under the Big Lots name. The Cookeville location among the purchases. Porter said the Cookeville store will close in March for restocking and updating with a reopening date soon after that. The DeKalb County Commission has approved a bond resolution to fund a new 800-student pre-K through second grade school. The projected cost to build the new 124,000 square foot facility, $53.4 million. A new bill will allow charter schools in Tennessee to bypass local school districts and go straight to the state's Public Charter School Commission for approval. The Tennessean reporting that the bill is backed by Governor Bill Lee and high-ranking state lawmakers. That's the news from WHUB. I'm Rafferty Clear.
From the WHUB Willow Window Studios, your trusted window, garage door, and custom window treatment experts. Willow Window. Stop by their new showroom at 310 Newman Drive, Cookeville.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is radio station WHUB, the voice of the Upper Cumberland in Cookeville, Tennessee.
Good morning, Cookeville, with Jason and Sheila on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub.
Good morning, Cookeville. Jason and Sheila here. It's 7:06. We're in the Willow Window Studio.
Well, I was first introduced to our next guest's products at Silver Fern. Their gallery has her Terra Skin products. Her name is Riley Sandlin, and let me just read a little bit about the products. That clean beauty and everyday rituals for your skin. Terra Skin embodies a sacred connection between skin and soil, honoring ancestral traditions and the healing power of herbs and botanicals. Welcome.
Thank you for having me. I'm happy to be here.
Well, how did you first get started wanting to use natural products and making your own products?
My journey really starts like 9 years ago. Let me just give you a little background. I'm happily married to my husband of 10 years. We've been together, 19 years. We have 3 kids that I homeschool, and I have a background in cosmetology. But when I graduated, being a mom of 3 young kids, they're only like 2 years apart. So you can imagine that's a lot on my plate.
A lot of little feet running around.
So it made a lot more sense for me to stay home with them than, to pay for daycare and that sort of thing. So I didn't get right into the industry. This was kind of my way in. But our journey started actually when my husband turned over a bottle of our baby shampoo that we were using for our daughter. I don't know what really prompted him to read the ingredients on it at the time. We weren't really reading ingredients of products yet.
Right.
But he turned it over and he read that there was formaldehyde in her baby shampoo. And we
That
were
is
shocked.
shocking,
We're like,
yes.
okay, why is formaldehyde in the baby shampoo that we are using? I'm a researcher. I like to research like everything.
Right.
So when he read that, we were like, okay, that's not okay. And I found out that it's a carcinogen, so it's cancer causing. And we were like, why is that
little
in?
skin, their little young
and
skin that
it's in baby products.
yeah.
Why was it in that? So we went to the extreme. We did what we call now the ditch and switch, and we ditched everything. Like we threw out our laundry soap, our shampoos, our personal care products. I mean everything. And I started DIYing all of our products. So
Oh my God.
I made them. I made them all for like 6 months. I mean, vinegar wash for our hair, Castile soap for our laundry soap. Like I was DIYing everything until I trusted products that I found on the store shelves and did all of our research. And that went on for like 6 months to a year. And
So you were not really reading labels. You were just buying what you thought.
we were buying what we thought was okay.
Yeah.
I mean, we're marketed to, right?
Right.
And so it's safe for baby. But then we read the ingredients. Our son has kind of gone through bouts when he was younger with eczema. And so I think that maybe prompted him. He's like, why is he getting eczema? Why, and maybe that's why he turned it over and read the bottle. I don't know. But I'm glad he did. So it started with that. And then she was about 6 months old at the time. So about a year later, I started making all of our, my makeup, our skincare, and it turned into a line that I wanted to sell. And I am passionate about skincare now. I think that grew from my background in cosmetology and being a stay-at-home mom, wanting to bring in a little bit of income, to help my husband at the time. The kids were so young, and it didn't make sense to put them in daycare financially. So that was a way to help, and that's where it started.
It started just just wanting to have good products for your family.
Oh yeah.
How did you know that when did you start sharing that with your friends and family?
Oh, yeah,
and be like,
gosh,
hey, what do you think about this?
Yes. And still to this day, those are my testers. So all of our family, I have one sister, and then my husband has 3 sisters, my mom, his mom, like they all get my products. They all test them, even friends. I'll hand it out, and I'm like, here, this is a new formula I tried. What do you think about this? And then I get their feedback, and it goes from there. But yeah, they definitely test it all.
You were looking at all the stuff that was already out, like the baby shampoo, and you really started researching that. I mean, formaldehyde in the baby shampoo is nuts.
It's crazy.
I
never would have dreamed that was in there.
Just can you think of some of the other things that you found along the way?
It was a lot of research, but things like, parabens and then certain preservatives, just the more that I read, the more it was a lot of these things just cause issues with your skin in general. And then that, I think from my son having sensitive skin and our daughter was so young at the time, it just didn't make sense to use anything that was harmful to them. And then just the more that we got into this journey, we started getting more into health anyway, not just our products, but just everything in general. So I think it just really grew from there.
Well, I mean, it is concerning when you do go down that rabbit hole the first time.
Oh gosh, yeah.
I mean, you really start going, oh my God, have we been doing this whole time?
Yeah.
And then you look back, when grandparents, great grandparents, even what they were using didn't have all this mess in it.
No, it was way more simple, and I think that's what we try to do with our skincare is just make products that are very simple, minimal ingredients. They're multi-use, so you can use them. We don't need a 10-step skincare routine, in the first place.
And that's what they market to you,
right?
so they'll sell more.
Yeah, so we don't need that. We need simple products, and I think because that was 9 years ago when we started that journey, and my daughter, she was, I don't know, a year and a half when I really got into like making and putting the products out there. But even at that age, like she was watching me. And so she'd be in there trying to mix, little things, and she's playing with the ingredients. And it's like, I was glad that they're safe and they're okay to play with. That was important. So a lot of our products now, all of them, I make for sensitive skin and mind, and then for mom and baby. So
I love that it was started from a dad and mom that wanted the best for their kids.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And then it just grew from there.
Yep.
So you have so many different products, and I know the Silver Fern carries them.
Yes.
Are there other places around? I know you're living in Sparta.
So we live in Sparta. We were online when we first moved here. It's been an up and down journey. I homeschool, so family and the kids come first, and just getting reestablished here. We were online for a little blip of time, but trying to get acclimated and the kids in their sports and just all the things here. We took ourselves offline, off a website, and I focused on our local retail partners, is what we call them, and just building relationships in the community. So we are in the Suntan Village here in Cookeville, the Silver Fern, the Pine Branch, which is in La Follette, if I'm saying that right.
Oh, yeah.
La Follette.
Okay.
And then Farmer Storehouse. That's another big one that we're in, and that one is in Sparta. Okay. So those are our local retail stores that we are in, but we have a few more that are not in this state. Some estheticians and
that's wonderful.
That use our products
because they probably learned about it, and they learned that it was such natural products. And estheticians say that's great for your skin. I'm sure.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
When we get back, let's talk about some of those products and some of the ingredients you do use
Sure.
in those products and why they're better for you. The holistic
benefits.
Benefits for that too. We'll get into that in just a little bit here on Good Morning Cookeville. We're live in the Willow Window Studio.
And so it was when Jesus had ended these sayings that the people were astonished at his teaching, for he taught them as one having authority and not as the scribes. Matthew chapter 7, verses 28 and 29. Hello, Upper Cumberland. This is Jesse Flowers with the Jerry Whitson Road Church of Christ. Join us this month as we study Jesus' Sermon on the Mount from the Gospel of Matthew every Sunday morning at 8 a.m. on our radio program, Words of Exhortation, right here on WHUB. May the Lord bless you as you serve him and serve others.
This week's half-price Upper Cumberland deal is Royal House of Cheese. They create the most delicious charcuterie boxes. They're round wooden boxes reminiscent of old European cheese boxes. The boxes come with a variety of cheese, fresh fruit, cured meats, and more. If you have events coming up like birthdays, weddings, or festive occasions, Royal House of Cheese will create the most elaborate grazing tables for your event and get it half price. This week's half-price Upper Cumberland Deal of the Week.
Hey folks, this is Paul Winkler. One of our clients said something interesting about why he chose us. He said the financial advisor he had worked with up to this point in his life wasn't the one to get him through retirement. Is that you? You've made it this far, but you recognize you don't get a do-over when you're actually in retirement. It's not too late to feel confident about your financial future. The first step is easy. Set up a phone consultation or in-person meeting with any of our offices by calling us at 615-851-1950 or just go to paulwinkler.com.
And now located in Cookeville.
At Gentry's Power Equipment on Buffalo Valley Road, they bring value to your outdoor projects with unbeatable deals. Like right now, enjoy a $750 instant rebate on select Exmark laser models. Plus, take advantage of 1.99% financing for 48 months on all models. Need the perfect tool? Visit your local steel dealer for expert advice and legendary products you won't find in big box stores. Seize the moment and elevate your outdoor game with Gentry's Power Equipment.
ZipRecruiter is the place. ZipRecruiter is the place for talented teachers, savvy software developers, and master mixologists. ZipRecruiter is the place where you meet all these people and more. That's because ZipRecruiter is the place for job seekers who are looking for new opportunities. In fact, ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day, so you can find the right candidates right away. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
It's time to throw your overpriced big wireless contract overboard. With a qualifying plan, you can choose an iPhone 14 or a Samsung Galaxy for $0. Pure Talk's U.S. customer service team will make the switch in as little as 10 minutes. No hassle, no gimmicks, just honest-to-goodness wireless price right. Dial pound 250, you say the keywords Pure Talk, claim your new iPhone or Galaxy with a qualifying purchase from Pure Talk, which is America's wireless company. Visit puretalk.com for details.
1077 and 1400, The Hub. Jason and Sheila. Good morning, Cookeville.
Good morning, Cookeville. Jason and Sheila here. We're in the Willow Window Studio. Beautiful morning. Golly, we needed this in our lives. It's 7:18.
It's 41 right now. We're going to get a high about 70, so it is going to be a great day. We've got Riley Sandlin with us. She has created Terra Skin Products, makeup line, skincare line, and it's all natural ingredients.
Yes.
So,
Why Terra? Where did that
Terra?
Yes. So
the earth.
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly. Yep. Soil to skin. That's kind of our thing. So we want to embody the earth and where a lot of our ingredients come from. So we use a lot of things like botanicals and herbs, tallow, which comes from grass-fed cows, but so they're honored in that.
Where do you get the tallow?
Farmer's Storehouse.
Farmer's Storehouse. Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's why your products are sold there too in Sparta.
I didn't know.
Awesome.
I didn't know they had that there.
They do. Yeah. Yeah. And I've tried a few different tallows, but theirs are really the standard is really good. So
Well, it's something about the consistency because I said I tried your lip and cheek color first, and I don't know what you would recommend starting first, but that's what I tried first, just for the color. I love the color of it, and then it felt so good on my skin, and it looked so natural, and it stayed. It didn't just vanish.
Yeah. Well, I like to, create products that it's skincare first, then makeup. So it's nourishing for your skin when you put it on. We don't need, a ton of things on our face anyway. So just a little bit of color added is nice. But skincare first. So
what does the tallow do for skin?
Very nourishing. It's very close to the oil that your skin already produces. So it doesn't have like a super greasy feel that's left on the skin, and it just sinks in after a minute or so. But very nourishing. Has tons of vitamins, A, K. It's healing. I make a tallow salve also that I've had great response on from moms that use it on their babies, diaper rash. I just had a great review on that recently. And so just like a lot of the herbs and other things that we put in our products, it's very healing.
And tallow, I mean, to boil it down to what it is, it's not necessarily, it was not the fat.
Yeah, it is. It's rendered down fat of the animal, which sounds kind of crazy,
I don't want people to think people are just, slicing off.
Oh gosh, no.
And rubbing it on their face. It's
rendered down. There is a little bit of a process. It's rendered down, so you're getting the true good parts of it. You're not just like using the fat.
Some soaps are made out. That's how they used to be made.
Very nourishing.
Yeah, and it's really nourishing
That's
for your
where the
skin.
ancestral part comes in. That the herbs,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Using things that from the earth.
Yes.
Why do you think tallows come back? I mean, you'd never hear about it. I mean, back in the day they did.
They cooked with it.
McDonald's French fries. That's why they tasted so good. And now they've changed theirs up, so now it's basically poison.
I think people are just ready for clean options.
Clean and
sick
simple.
of they're sick of like the overcomplicated products with so many ingredients that they can't even pronounce what they are half the time in them. So I think just less is best and getting back to that.
We've spent so much time trying to trick our bodies into something instead of just doing what needed to be done.
Yeah.
And I think that's where we've gotten, and now we've tricked ourselves into believing that sugar-free means sugar-free.
Oh, yeah.
And it doesn't really.
Won't harm babies means it won't harm babies.
We've got to do our own research.
Right.
Though,
We got to do. So we've just been tricked so many times that now it's like, well, hang on, you being for real here? And I think
we're sick of being tricked and being lied to.
Yeah.
So we are searching for better alternatives.
we're just getting smarter with it. So tell us too about all your different products. Like, what's some of your top sellers?
Top seller would be the tallow right now. The tallow face cream. The one that I make is for your face. So it's infused with herbs and jojoba oil, which is also very close to the oil that your skin already produces. Simple. It's the tallow, jojoba oil, and it's infused with herbs.
And it doesn't clog pores or anything like that.
No, everything that I make, I choose oils that are non-comedogenic, so great for sensitive skin. They won't clog your pores.
Are the herbs smelling herbs or healing herbs or all the
Healing
above?
herbs. They're herbs, whole herbs that we use, and I infuse them into the jojoba oil.
Okay.
So all of our products, like the base of them, is an oil, and then they are infused with herbs. That takes time. It's artisan made. It's a slow process, like 4 to 6 weeks, and then
I was thinking it sounds like a long time to make that.
Yes, it is. The base of them take a while to sit and make, and then I mix in the other ingredients. So that would be our best seller right now. The lip and cheek colors do really well. I think people like that. There's a natural makeup option, even though I don't have a ton of different makeup products. That to me, again, the less is best. It's just my thing. It's multi-use on the lips, the cheeks. That's another great seller.
How do you get the color?
Mica and clay. So we use a lot of pink clay as the base, and then different micas that are ethically sourced.
It's just beautiful color too.
Okay, I don't know what micas are. What are micas?
When you were a kid, do you ever remember like going out on the playground and you'd see like little chunks of mica? It's like the silvery, almost looking. I don't know, not necessarily a rock. It's a mineral, but it's very fine.
And it crumbles
easy.
Oh,
it
yeah,
crumbles
yeah.
like really easily.
Almost like a chalk.
Yeah, like a chalk.
It's almost like a glitter rock that
Yeah.
crumbles, like a
Oh,
chalky rock.
I
So you
remember
can get
those.
different
Yeah.
colors of it, and it's sourced all over the place. But ours is ethically sourced. We'd be the same company since we started. But that's what we tint our color with, that and then colored clays. So it's all natural.
Is are you looking 5 years down the road with this, 10 years down the road with this, and then what does that look like for you?
Well, right now we are currently working on relaunching our website. So the last couple years since we moved to Sparta, we've focused on the community and our local partnerships and retail stores here, but we are looking to get back online. My kids are older now. They're a little more self-sufficient, so that gives me some time. So hopefully in the next few weeks, we'll be back online with a website. Right now we're on social media, so you can keep up there. Shop Terra Rituals, not skin, Shop Terra Rituals. And then that will be our website as well. So we'll have everything up and running with that.
Anything, there's been a lot of commercials, and it was funny, me and Phil Gibbons from the Country Giant were talking about this. Was it yesterday morning or no, it was Monday morning? There's a lot of commercials on right now for men about the bags under our eyes, and a lot of skincare routines for men. And as older guys, you know, kind of like, not gonna do that, you know. But I mean, what are there benefits?
Oh yeah, I think all of our products are really like not marketed just for women. Men can use them too. They're simple, you know. Same thing with a man. I mean, honestly, we market our serum as a double use, so you can use it as an oil cleanser and then your serum too. So that's what I like to do. Conventional cleansers for your face really just strip everything away. And so I like to use an oil cleanser, so I'll use my serum as that and then wash it off with a warm rag and then use a couple drops right back on your face as your serum to moisturize it, or you can just strictly use the tallow. And men don't wear makeup and they don't put a lot on their skin anyway, so really just a warm rag with water to cleanse your face and then use a tallow or the...
Well, see, I mean, that's why I was asking, because nothing's more manly than putting beef on your face.
Right, yeah.
And that's where tallow comes from.
That's where tallow comes from. So I mean,
grass-fed beef.
Right. It's not like you're putting some girly stuff on there.
No, it's very manly.
Yeah.
Keeps everything balanced, your skin pH balanced, moisturized, healthy. We all age, and I think that's okay. We need to be able to age, so my products aren't going to like take away all the wrinkles or take away the bags under your eyes, but those are okay. We need to focus on the inside out too.
It's like Jamie Lee Curtis said. She goes, we need to get away from anti-aging because all of us
all
age.
age.
We can't stop the aging process.
don't
So
wanna
what
stop
makes it so bad? Let's embrace it and use tallow.
Exactly.
Yeah, well, I'm all for that. I've been reading about that tallow for a few years now. Of course,
it feels good on your face.
It does, and especially when it's whipped, it's light.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, I started down the tallow rabbit hole via cooking with it.
Oh yeah.
And because
do that too,
that's so much more healthy than using any of the cooking oils.
Seed oils.
And and seed. Who knew that was bad?
Right.
And now. So I started down the rabbit hole with that, but then part of my zigzagging through that was finding out about all the other benefits that it had.
Yes.
It's like,
why did all the other products made with it.
Why did we quit using it? I mean, it was so prevalent for so long.
Cheaper options, I think. You know, America just wants cheaper options. Yeah. Canola oil, things like that. They're just cheaper. So, yeah.
And then we've been marketed too. So
then we all got fat, sick, and tired.
Exactly.
That's the truth.
We're taking that back. We're going to change that.
Hey, I think so. I think that's cool. Well, great story.
And great products, seriously. So the Silver Fern is located on Spring Street, and they're right across from Matlock Insurance. So check them out. That's where like a whole line of your products.
I think they carry all of our products.
Yeah,
yeah.
It's really great. Your products are great.
Get some of that next time I get my acupuncture.
That's right.
Yep.
That acupuncture is the real deal. Have you ever had that?
I have not actually.
You should try it.
No, I haven't. I need to.
I wasn't a believer
And
now,
like it.
and then
I talked him into it. I was like, look,
Yeah.
it's helped my back problems, and I had some neck problems from my previous wreck.
Yeah.
And Brandy
I need to
there
try, yeah.
at Silver Fern does
Yeah,
that.
I was-
She's great. Yeah.
She's awesome.
I was all like, man. But it turned out to be like, I mean,
Yeah.
Great, yeah.
it works. Well, anyway, thank you so much for being here this morning. Really appreciate it. Give out real quick where they can find you on social media one more time. just before we
Instagram
go.
and Facebook, Shop Tara Rituals.
Shop Tara
Yes,
Ritual.
And it's spelled Terra.
Yes, yes.
Like Earth.
Yes. And if you keep up with us there, then you'll see when we have our website ready too.
Okay.
All right. Awesome.
Thank you so much.
Thank
We
you so much for
appreciate it.
having me.
So, good morning, Cookeville. We're here live in the Willow Window Studio. We'll be right back with Allison Clark, assistant basketball coach over at Tennessee Tech for the women's basketball.
Local news. News Talk 107.7 and 1400. The Hub.
News is brought to you by One Bank of Tennessee, where service is second to none.
From the WHUB News Center, I'm Rafferty Cleary. The Mustard Seed Ranch has terminated the employment of a man arrested and charged last week with statutory rape. Mustard Seed Ranch Executive Director Dr. Elizabeth Lissick told the Herald Citizen Tuesday that Dale Burbank's employment has been terminated. At the time of Burbank's arrest, he served as a house father for children at the ranch. He has posted bond and has a court date set for March 31st. Cookeville's Big Lots store will remain open, according to Putnam County Mayor Randy Porter. North Carolina-based Variety Wholesalers has acquired Big Lots. Porter said the Cookeville store will close in March for restocking and updating, with a reopening date soon after that. The DeKalb County Commission has approved a bond resolution to fund a new 800-student pre-K through second grade school. The projected cost to build the new 124,000-square-foot facility, $53.4 million. That's the news from WHUB. I'm Rafferty Cleary.
Good morning, Cookeville. I'm Jacob Vinson with the UCR Sports Report on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub. On UCR last night, the Cookeville Cavaliers beat Lebanon for the District 7 4A championship in overtime, 63-58. The Upperman Bees won the 7 3A championship, beating Stone Memorial 61-57, and the Pickett County Bobcats won the 7 Single A championship over Clay County 80-56. The number 5 Tennessee Vols beat LSU last night 65-59. They're now tied for 4th in the SEC with Missouri at 10-5. Tennessee will host Alabama on Saturday, who beat Mississippi State tonight 111-73. Elsewhere in college basketball, unranked Georgia upset Florida 88-83. Number 9 Iowa State fell to unranked Oklahoma State 74-68. In the NHL, the Predators fell to the Panthers 4-1. Nashville is now 20-30-7 on the season. Blues over the Kraken 7-2. Alex Ovechkin is now only 12 goals away from Wayne Gretzky's record as he scored against the Flames, but the Capitals lost 3-1. Join us tonight for the UCR Basketball Show presented by Fire and Vine on the main UCR Facebook page. We'll break down all the district tournaments and preview the upcoming region quarterfinal games on Friday and Saturday. Our show gets started at 6 with myself and Noah McKay. I'm Jacob Vinson. That was the UCR Sports Report on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub.
The UCR Sports Report on 107.7 and 1400 The Hub, brought to you by One Bank.
TRN News.
The Metro Council considering a change to Nashville's historic zoning regulations. A new consultant report talked about how the Zoning Commission's rules are overly restrictive, which led officials to a proposed plan that would shift the process under the Planning Department. Supporters telling Fox 17 they believe the move would streamline new development while maintaining preservation efforts. The ordinance passed its first reading, a public hearing for the proposal scheduled for March 18th. A Missouri woman pled guilty in the scam to sell Elvis Presley's Graceland estate. Prosecutors report Finley forged the signatures of Presley's late daughter, Lisa Marie, on a note that claims she didn't pay back a nearly $4 million loan connected to Finley. Graceland was fraudulently listed as collateral, and Finley illegally put the Tennessee estate up for auction. Finley could get 57 months in federal prison when she's sentenced in June. I'm Lee Mowen.
Number 1 for news from across the state. This is the Tennessee Radio Network.
Back in high school, that's when I started smoking. Almost everybody in our crowd did. We'd go to parties, feel awkward, and cigarettes became an easy way to deal with that. But high school was ages ago, and I still smoke. It's not like I haven't tried to quit. I tried after college, then when I hit 30. Now, I have another big birthday coming up this year. I'd love to be done forever with smoking by then.
Most people say they want to quit smoking, but it's not easy. It usually takes several tries before you quit for good. So stop thinking you're a failure, because what you really are is just a normal human being up against a very addictive product. Visit quitterinU.org or call 1-800-LUNG-USA for tools, tips, and support from the American Lung Association. We support the Quitter in You.
Back in the day, smoking was in. Now, quitting is. So much better.
A Missouri woman accused of trying to steal Elvis Presley's Graceland estate has taken responsibility for her actions. Lisa Finley pled guilty to mail fraud while in Memphis court Tuesday after initially maintaining her innocence. During the hearing, a judge dismissed a charge of aggravated identity theft as part of a plea deal with state prosecutors. Police report Finley tried to defraud the Presley family out of millions of dollars and tried to steal ownership of his former home. The FDA issuing a recall for frozen shakes sold to food service customers, including hospitals and long-term care facilities, due to a listeria outbreak. The supplemental shakes were manufactured by Prairie Farms Dairy in Indiana and sold under brands Lions Ready Care and Cisco Imperial. The outbreak has been reported in 21 states with 38 people infected, resulting in 12 deaths. The product should be discarded and any surface contamination should be cleaned. The shakes have been sold in Tennessee, along with Alabama, Indiana, and other states. I'm Lee Mowen, Tennessee Radio Network News.
Upper Cumberland weather.
Brought to you by the Habitat for Humanity's Habitat Restore, located at 560 South Jefferson in Cookeville.
This is your latest forecast from News Talk 107.7 and 1400, The Hub.
Good morning, Cookeville, with Jason and Sheila.
On 107.7 and 1400, The Hub.
Good morning, Cookeville. It's Jason and Sheila here, live in the Willow Window Studio. It's 7:36 now.
From Tennessee Tech women's basketball team, it is assistant coach Allison Clark. Good morning, Allison.
Good morning.
Man, you guys are on a roll. Oh,
It has been a special journey for sure, and our theme this year has been the dash. So the dash has been very enjoyable this year, and one of the things we talked about was just we wanted to enjoy the journey this year, just with our team. We have two fifth-year seniors, Anna Walker and Peyton Carter, that decided to come back, and in the changing landscape of college athletics, that doesn't happen. Right. But we just want to enjoy it, and it's been an awesome journey thus far. We're not done yet. Got two big games coming up Thursday and Saturday.
and we want to get those seats filled. We want people cheering for our
I
ladies.
don't think people understand, how hard it is to win consistently in college athletics, and then to win every game at home, and how important that is to the whole season. If you can win every home game, you're killing it, and that's where we're at right now, right?
We have won every home game. So, but it is, and my dad used to tell me all the time. He'd say, "Allison, winning is hard, but winning on the road is harder."
Yeah.
And just staying at the top is really, really hard. But we've been very fortunate. We started our first away trip. We were 1-1. Then we came back home and we were 2-0. And then we went back on the road and finished 1-1. And then ever since then, we've. Yeah. But one of the things we do, we talk every week about it's a championship season. You can't play on Saturday unless you win on Thursday. And I think our players have bought into that mentality and just to focus on the process, not on the outcome. And it's been really fun. And, I think the past couple of weeks, our fans have been amazing. We hear you, we see you, and it's been awesome for our players to run out of the tunnel and see all those people in the stands.
It's I've been to two, and then I went to the Biscuits thing, and just to watch these girls play.
Yeah.
I mean, it's an exciting brand of basketball. It's not, and I don't mean this to be a slight. It's not women's basketball of 25 years ago. It's a whole different brand of basketball. It's fun. It's fast. I've had a blast every single time.
No, it is. And we call it fast to flow. Like we want to play fast.
Well, I like that.
Fast to flow.
Fast
yeah,
to
you like
flow.
But they are fun. They are very unselfish. I mean, when you look at a stat sheet after a game and you have consistently 4 or 5 players in double figures, I mean, that's just a testament of to who they are.
Crazy good.
And they love each other. They play for each other. They play for this community, and they're just a really special group.
Yeah.
How do y'all get that mentality where nobody's selfish? Because that's hard.
It is very hard.
Because you do like you like having that all the points and everything, and you just know that is just such a like the team has such a winning personality, and they all play well together. That's hard in itself. Winning's hard in itself, but to have the nature that you guys have with that team, that's like unsurpassed.
It is, and when Coach Roseman got here, one of the things we talked about was the culture of our team. And, back when I played, this team reminds me of my team when I played. But, culture is something we talk about every day. And I think every young woman on our team feels valued. We tell them every day to be a star in your role, whatever your role is. You need to be a star in that, whether you're playing 30 minutes a game, whether you're not playing any minutes a game, and you're preparing us for the next opponent. And I think, the culture and just how we talk about loving each other, showing up for each other, and cheering for each other. Absolutely.
All those girls, you can tell they love each other. And it is a lot like when you were playing, because it's just the whole atmosphere. You don't see that in every team.
No, you don't. And
so that's what's special.
Absolutely. They are very, very special. And, I think it starts with our leadership. Anna Walker, Peyton Carter, Reagan Grimes has been here. She has another year after this year. Reagan Hurst got hurt, but just her being on the sidelines, being able to help and coach during practice. And, it starts with your leadership, and it starts with Coach Roseman. I mean, she's done a phenomenal job, leading this group, keeping them focused on the process and on the dash and not the outcome. I mean, very rarely do we even talk about winning a championship. We just want to stay focused.
Scary on the sidelines too. I'm just to throw that out.
You don't want
to
make her mad.
Yeah. When you see her out like a chamber event, it's very pleasant.
Yeah, very sweet.
Oh, hello, how are you?
Coach Roseman can get a little heated sometimes when
sudden, something doesn't go right for her on the basketball, stomping and got that face, and you're like, oh, geez.
A little like Pat Summit in a way.
I'd hate to run up on that. I'd hate to be on the other side of that face.
But see, I want that. I want somebody that cares like that.
I think it's passion.
Yeah.
Yeah. That you play every play with them.
Right. Well, I know she's not mean.
No, she's not mean.
But you don't want to make her mad.
She's intense.
Yeah,
that's the word.
Intense, and she wants them to be their best.
Yeah.
Be at their best, and when they're not,
and she'll take up for those girls too.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, that's the part I like.
Yeah.
When she gets after the refs.
And I'm like, you get them, coach.
Yeah. Because sometimes those refs need to have something said.
Put on your glasses, coach.
Yeah,
not coach. I mean ref.
I don't remember what you stood to say. But part of that is the fun of going to watch.
Yes,
absolutely.
Is that there's this passion, and it's not just it's all of you on the sideline. Like when something whether it's good or bad, everyone is engaged.
Well, we talk about bringing the energy every day, and so during games, I mean, there's a few places we go and play where there's not a lot of people in the stands, and you have to bring your own energy, and that's something we talk about all the time. Like our bench, we have to bring our own energy.
On that one,
I think it is
especially when you go you play away and you don't have a lot of your folks there.
No,
that's very hard.
It is. It's very hard, and so that's something we talk about a lot too on the road. Like we have to bring our own energy and.
It'd be cool.
You got to overcome that as well.
Absolutely.
Cool if the brass could travel with you.
I know they're amazing. Shout out to the Golden Eagle Brass and the pep band because when they aren't there, you can feel it. But when they are in the building, it's amazing, and they just bring an extra energy to the Hooper Eblin Center.
To be an honorary member, like if they ever need like a cymbal player or.
Oh, you'd be great.
someone have to like cue me to do it.
You're like, now it's your turn, Jason.
But if they ever need like someone to step in,
You can you can get a cape like Tech Man and put on a Tennessee Tech helmet and a cape. And heckle the other team and heckle the referees.
I'd love to do that.
He'd be good at that.
Yeah, that may
Watch
be,
what you're saying, Allison. He's good at it.
That may be a good retirement thing for me.
I can so see you doing that. Yeah.
You'd be great.
A while back, and we'll take a break and then we'll get into this. But a while back, I may or may not have implicated Allison in a crime.
Oh, yeah.
And
I remember this.
So I want to get that cleared up, and we'll do that here in just a little bit. Coming
Clear
up.
her name. Yeah.
Good morning, Cookeville, with Jason and Sheila live here from the Willow Window Studio.
You've prolonged it enough. 1 year quickly turned into 2, 2 years into 10, and now you've lost track of how long it's been since you've seen the dentist.
A trip to the dental office can be a scary thing for many people, but there is help. Hi, I'm Dr. Sandy Hayes.
And I'm Dr. Kevin Hayes. At Hayes Family Dentistry, we're changing the way people think about going to the dentist. We use the latest advancements in dental technology, including sedation dentistry, which offers hope to people who fear going to the dentist, or patients who need to have a lot of dental work done in just fewer appointments.
With one little peel, you'll ease into a state of relaxation and all of your fears will melt away, allowing us to correct years of dental problems, often in just one visit.
For more information, call us at Hayes Family Dentistry, 931-526-1614. That's 931-526-1614. Or visit HayesDentistry.com and find out how easy it is to have the smile you've always wanted.
Looking for incredible deals and unique finds? Discover the Habitat Restore off South Jefferson Avenue in Cookeville. From furniture and home decor to appliances and building materials, we've got everything you need to spruce up your space, all at unbeatable prices. Plus, every purchase supports Habitat for Humanity, helping families build their dream homes right here in our community. So why wait? Visit Habitat Restore today and uncover treasures while making a difference. South Jefferson Avenue, right here in Cookeville.
They say time is money. Well, I'm about to save you a lot of both. Hey guys, this is Jeff Root, General Manager at Ford of Cookeville. Right now, Ford of Cookeville is offering an oil change and tire rotation for just $29.95. We'll do it right in your own driveway with our Ford Mobile Service team. Our factory-trained technicians perform expert service right where you are with our state-of-the-art mobile service Ford Transit vans. Schedule your Ford Mobile Service now at FordLincolnCookeville.com or 931-526-3325.
The election is officially over, but is your money still at risk? We still have a staggering $35 trillion in debt. Interest on this debt now costs more than our entire defense budget for the first time in history. On top of that, we're still feeling the consequences of the brutal inflation we saw under Biden and the global chaos ripping across the globe. That's why thousands of concerned Americans are turning to precious metals to help hedge against these threats. And they're reaching out to the top-rated precious metals company, Goldco, to make it happen. Goldco has over 6,000 five-star reviews and has helped people just like you purchase over $2.5 billion in gold and silver. Right now, they're offering a free gold and silver kit to help you diversify your savings. Visit HannityGold.com or call 855-815-GOLD to get your copy free of charge. Plus, you could receive up to a 10% instant match on bonus silver for qualified accounts. Visit HannityGold.com or call 855-815-GOLD. That's HannityGold.com.
Jason and Sheila. Good morning, Cookeville. 1077 and 1400.
Good morning,
The Hub.
Cookeville. Jason and Sheila here. We're in the Willow Window Studio. It's 7:47.
And Allison Clark is the assistant coach of the Tennessee Tech women's basketball team. And we are so excited for tomorrow night's game and Saturday's game. You guys have such a great season going, and we want to fill the stands and make everybody cheer for our ladies.
These ladies deserve it in a big way.
Yes.
To have a nice big crowd, get them through these next two games, and the number one seed in the OVC tournament and in the regular season
It
championship.
is the number one seed, and the OVC regular championship is on the line.
If you get the number one seed, do you get like a bye in the?
So the top two seeds get a double bye, and we have already secured one of the top two seeds. So we get a double bye regardless of what happens.
When will your first game be in the OVC?
Friday. So what is that? March the 7th.
March 7th. Okay.
Yep, Friday, March the 7th. So we will play Friday, and
You
if
know
you,
what time that game is yet, or
it depends on what seed we are. I think it's at either like 1 or 3:30 maybe. So yeah.
all right. Well, that's all real exciting.
Yeah.
I do need to clear Allison's name.
Mm-hmm.
At Christmas time, there was the duck from Lazy G Ranch that was stolen and then taken all over town by an anonymous duck stealer. Sheila and I first came in contact with the actual duck, not just in pictures, but in contact at the Livingston Christmas parade. And we talked to the Lazy G Ranch about it and how it all
Eddie
got.
and Frida Gall.
Eddie and Frida, we talked to them about how that got started, and did they know who it was? No, they didn't know who it was. Well, then all of a sudden, the duck ended up at Sheila and Tim's house, and the way the note was written, because Miss Sheila, Mr. Tim. All right, that was the big clue to me, because that's what Allison calls Sheila and her husband Tim, right?
Absolutely. I've called him that forever.
You called him that forever. And so
and then you accused her.
I implicated Allison in the crime of stealing the duck and putting it on your porch. I did.
Mm-hmm.
It all made sense to me. You knew where they lived. You probably thought the duck thing was funny.
I do like ducks. You know I drive a Jeep, so I do like ducks.
So it could have been every piece of evidence pointed towards you. I mean, you got to see that, right?
I do see that.
But you weren't even in town.
I was not in town. I was at my twin sister's house in Nolansville.
Oh, that sounds convenient.
For Christmas break.
My twin
and Miss Sheila sent me a message from your radio show that morning accusing me of stealing the duck.
I'm the one that told her what you said.
Well,
and then I listened to it. My sister and I listened to it.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, Jason is accusing me of stealing that duck, and I wasn't even in town. I was out of town.
I mean, it's just convenient that she's with her twin sister. So even if we had surveillance, we couldn't tell.
You know her sister's going to take her side.
Right.
Yeah.
She better take my side.
I mean, her sister's probably walking past the window in one outfit, changing real quick, and then walking past the window in another. See, Allison was here the whole time. And it was just her twin sister doing it. So I don't know if we're going to let you out of that or not. I mean, now it sounds more like a vast conspiracy.
Well, we don't look that much alike, though.
No.
You don't?
We look alike, but you can tell us apart.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not identical.
Well, that's
Yeah,
okay.
we're
We
fraternal.
didn't have surveillance on you anyway, so there's no way to.
It's probably a good thing.
Unless all your neighbors have like a ring camera or something. We'd have to go
Was
to
she
that.
really out of town?
Right. But
We'll never know.
We're probably not going to go through that much trouble because it gets returned every year.
Yeah.
And it's safe and sound and back with the gauze at Lazy G Ranch. So I guess no harm, no foul.
Oh, no foul. That's funny because it's a duck.
But I did want to clear it up that Allison has an alibi, a loose one. I mean, we don't know. Twin sister. So, I want to apologize for
Thank you,
That
Jason.
didn't sound like a sincere apology.
I wanted to leave the door open.
Just in case.
We got 6 more years before it's
Just saying, you're like, I got my eye on you, Clark.
Right, yeah. Yeah. Well, we may booby trap that duck next year.
We need to put a camera on that duck.
It'll be yeah.
You think it's still Allison, huh?
I think there's a real good chance.
We'll never know, will we?
All right, let's get back to some basketball here. So Thursday, who do we play?
Thursday, we play Western Illinois, who upset Lindenwood last night. So the game is at 5:30.
They Bulldogs?
They are the Leathernecks.
Leathernecks, yeah.
Leathernecks.
The Leathernecks. So
I bet that's easy to recruit against. Hey, young lady, do you really want to be a leatherneck or a golden eagle?
Yeah.
I mean, there's not much choice to be made there, is there?
The bird of our country.
Yeah. versus a leatherneck.
Or the USA mascot, an eagle.
They haven't heard much about them. They're not
they've been playing a lot better. They are a really good team. They have the returning freshman of the year last year in Reagan McCowan, and they have a couple of transfers that are playing really well. And again, they beat Lindenwood last night, who was tied with us for first place. So very capable. They're tough, gritty, can shoot the basketball. So it'll be a good matchup on Thursday.
Like, what's their thing?
Well, they play really, really hard. They move the basketball really well. They can shoot. Reagan McCowan can score from anywhere. She can shoot the three, get to the rim. Great rebounder.
That girl's named Reagan.
I know, Reagan. So she's.
If you want a good girls basketball player, you name her Reagan. Yeah, that's bound to work out. It seems.
No, she's good. She's a player. But yeah, they're tough. It'll be a tough matchup. We played them back. It was back in December or 1st of January. They were our first conference game.
Yeah.
When we started conference, and we beat them at their place. But they're a lot better, and so are we. So it'll be a good matchup. Thursday at 5:30 p.m. tip off.
Yeah, fill the seats, fill the house.
Absolutely, get there
Fill the hoop.
early, get there and be loud.
Yeah.
Heck, go pregame a little bit.
Yes.
It'd be good for you. And then on Saturday, you're playing
Lindenwood at 1 p.m. And but yeah, that we've been tied with them for the past few weeks atop the OVC women's basketball standings.
Now with their loss to the Leathernecks.
I like how you say that. The leather.
Well, no. That's who they lost to, right?
I know, but when you say leatherneck.
So we are 16-2, but they played last night. So they've played, and then they are 16-3.
Okay.
So they are. Yeah. So we these next two are big games.
Big games.
Huge.
And then this affects how you're
the seeding.
Okay, so if you're the number 1 seed, you get a double bye.
The 1 and 2 seed get a double bye. Play Friday. Okay. And then we would play, if you win on Friday, you play for an OVC championship on Saturday.
And that's huge.
Huge.
And obviously, if you win the OVC championship, you go
to the big dance.
Big dance. And this will be the second time in 3 or 4 years you've been?
We've been.
That's big. That's big time.
It's like what I always say. It's so hard to keep consistently doing that and topping yourself, or at least going to that same level. That's hard.
It is. It is hard. And
I hope people realize just how spectacular of a team this is on many different levels.
And not just that, how good it is for our community.
Oh gosh, yeah.
For Tennessee Tech, for any of the teams to go and play for national championships is obviously good, but this is national TV. It's a big deal for the women's basketball program and the university and Cookeville.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's just huge.
It is. It's fun. And again, these next two are huge. And then you go to the tournament, and then everybody's 0-0 because our conference, you have to win the tournament to get automatic bye to the to the NCAA tournament.
You don't think there's no way to get there for Tech without winning?
No, you have to win the tournament. So
we want to say a shout out to Just Do It Nike.
Oh yeah,
we've only got a few.
Cool, right?
It is. It's awesome. Our Nike rep.
I'll be wearing Air Jordans now.
We'll get you some Jordans, purple and gold Jordans.
Oh, purple and gold.
Yeah, that's awesome. I love Nike. I'm a Nike girl.
Yeah, I am too.
Always been a Nike girl. But yeah, it's huge for our university, I think, to finally, get that done. And I think it'll be a huge, just helping with recruiting, that everybody's on the same page and everybody's wearing the same thing. So I think it's a great.
Well, that and kids love Nike.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Such a great brand.
Right.
Absolutely. Everybody knows Nike.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, all the other stuff is fine, but the kids.
But we got Nike now.
But it's about recruiting.
Yes,
it is.
Kids love, boys, girls, doesn't matter. If you play sports, you love Nike.
And everybody has a shoe game now, and so Nike is the top dog of the shoe game.
Tickets, listen, are only $10 for everybody. Students get in free, and if you're a student or know a student, force them to go to the game.
And be loud.
Tell them they have to. Put the phone down. Their video game will be there waiting for them when they get back.
Take some selfies and put it on the interwebs.
Right. So we'd love to see Hooper Evelyn packed and ready to go Thursday at 5:30, Saturday at 1. Implications are huge for the women's basketball team, and you could be the sixth man or sixth woe man.
I like that, woe man.
Sixth woe man at the game.
Watch them make herstory.
Well, guys, we got to run. Y'all have a great rest of your day.
Talk 107.7 and 1400. The Hub. Good morning, Cookeville. W299BY. 107.7 FM and AM 1400.